Hello, guys. Wait a minute. Okay, I am audible. Yes or no? Hello, guys. Welcome to my YouTube channel. Today we are going to learn Iterator in the Python. Okay, so what is Iterator? What is Iterator, guys? So iterators are advanced Python concept that allow for efficient looping and memory management. Iterator provide a way to access element of collection sequentially without exposing the underlying structure. So that is called the iterator, or basically you can say that instead of giving all value at once, it give you, instead of giving all value at once, it's give next value, next value, next value, and then stop. So it is not giving all value at one time. It will give you next value, next value, next value, one by one, and then stop. So this is called the iterator. Sorry, iterator are thing that's give you value one by one. Okay. So iterator in Python has a method that is called a next. It is, I mean, iterator use next method. Okay. That's by using next method, it will give us value one by one. Okay, non where it is now raise the stop iteration when it's finished. Okay, so here we also use iterable or iterator. What is the difference between both iterable and iterator? So iterable is, I mean, iterable can be loop over list tuple. Okay, so with the help of iterable, we can loop over list and tuple. And iterable, an iterator give value using next. So this is called a iterator that give you value using next. And iterable can be loop over list and tuple. So this is the difference between iterable and iterator. So like if you have list, tuple, dictionary, and set, these all are iterable objects. Okay, and they are iterable. I mean, they are iterable container which can get an iterator from all these objects have a iter method which is used to get an iterator. Okay, so iterator is a Python object that contains a countable number of value. Iterator is an object that can be iterate upon the meaning that can traverse through all the values. Technically in Python, we can say an iterator is an object which implement the iterator protocol, which consists of the method iter, and next. Okay, so guys, basically it will give you value one by one. Okay, so iterable can loop over list and tuple. Okay, so if you have list, tuple, set, dictionary, okay, or if you want to loop, then it is a iterable. Okay, and by using iterator, it will give you like we need to use next if you want to use iterator. Okay, so here I am going to write code. So I'm going to share my screen with you that everything will visible to you. Okay, so here. Okay, so this is the travel. Can we loop over the list and tuple, and iterator gives value using next. Okay, guys. So here I'm going to write code like this. If we have numbers, okay, so number equals to 1, 2, 3. Okay, then I'm going to use iterator. So it is use iter method. Okay, so here I'm going to print numbers. Okay, so this is called a iterator, and here I have list, so that's why it is iterable. Iterable. Okay guys, now you can print this it. So print like this. Okay, so it is giving object of this line. Okay, now we can move. Okay, we can see different kind of example. So it will give you object by using iter method. Okay, now if you want value, then what should you do? Here you need to write next. Okay, so it is giving me value 1. Okay, so you can print again like this. So it will give you next value. Okay, so again you can print like this, so it will give you next to next value. Okay, so one by one, initially it will give one value. After this it will give you one value, and like if you finish your list, okay, so now you can check by using print and again, so it will give you error, stop iteration. Okay, because we have three elements and I already print three elements. Okay, so like if you don't have any other element, okay, after finishing this list, then it will give you error like this, stop iteration. Okay, so after last value it will give you error, that is stop iteration. Here you can see this is our error, stop iterations. Now now we can also apply loop. For loop, use the iterable internally. Okay, for loop use iterator internally. Okay, so here I'm going to write code enter for x in numbers. Numbers means this list. Okay, I'm just going to reuse this. Okay, for x in numbers, then I'm going to print x. So I got 1 2 3. Okay, one by one. So you can say that loop use iterator in internally. Okay, so but here actually actually does what? Actually iterator work like this. Inside the loop, it equals to iter. Here I'm going to pass anyway as numbers. Okay, and here I'm going to use loop while equals to true, and here I'm going to use try. Okay, so here x equals to, I'm going to use next, and here it variable. Okay, after try we can print x here, and here exception except stop iteration. It will give you stop iteration. Is there any stop iteration? Yes, this one. Okay, and here I need to break. Okay guys, so for loop basically internally use iterator. Okay, but it work like this. Actually it does. It equals to iter. In this iter method I need to pass number is this 1 2 3 in list. Okay, and here I'm going to use while loop. So while true, okay, we have number. Okay, then I'm going to use try and accept. Okay, so x equals to next it. Okay, so print x. And like if you have value, then it will, like if this condition is true, then it will execute this condition. Okay, otherwise it will execute this. Okay, stop iteration and break the loop 1 2 3. Okay, so in DSA also we can use iterator कैसे like this current equals to head. Okay, and here I am going to use while loop. While current okay guys, then it will print current dot value. And here current equals to current dot next. Here current equals to current dot next. Okay, so it is giving you next value. Okay guys, so I'm not going to run because it will give you error. Okay, so if you want to run this, then you need to create node and linked list class. Okay, so this is code for we can use in linked list. Okay, this is like this is use iterator. Okay, and now iterate the character of a string. Okay, so we can also iterate the character string. Iterate character in a string. Okay, so my string equals to my str is equals to banana. Okay, so this is my string, and here I'm going to use loop for x in my str. Then I'm going to print x. Okay guys, so like this we can iterate our character in string. Okay, so this is my string. I'm going to use for loop for x in my str in this, and it will print everything one by one. V-A-N-A-N-A-N-A. Okay, banana. So we can use string also. Okay, to iterate the character in string. And here iterate the value of tuple. Okay, so we can I'm going to use tuple. Okay, so here iterate tuple. Okay, so here this is my tuple. My tuple here I need to I need to use brackets apple comma banana comma cherry. And here for x in my tuple we can print our x inside my tuple. Okay, so you can see here we can iter tuple also. It will give you result like this apple banana and cherry. Okay, so this is our tuple. I am going to use for x in my tuple. Okay, so x equals to apple, then it will print apple. After that I have x equals to banana. Okay, here it will print banana, and after this I have x equals to cherry, then it will print cherry. Okay guys, so here after this what, wait a minute, I already show you, I hope. Wait a minute. Yes, I already show you this example. Okay, but we can use like this also. My list is equals to 1, comma 2, comma 3, comma 4, comma 5, comma 6. Okay, I can also use loop. Okay, for I in my list, then it will print I. So what is inside my I? So it will give you element one by one, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay, so you can write like this or like this. And you can also use mm, iterator. Okay, so iterator equals to iter, and here I'm going to pass my list. After this I'm going to print it's a type. Inside this I need to pass iterator. Okay, then we can run. Okay, so it is giving iterator object. Okay, so you can print like this. If you have next, then it will give you value. Okay, so I need to write this here. Okay, you can use here next. Okay, so it is giving you value 1. Okay, now string are also iterable containing sequence. I already explained iterator with the string. Where is it? Here, this one. Okay, so like if you have banana, cherry, so you can also print it like this by using iterator. Okay, my string equals to apple, banana. So here I am giving one variable name, that is my star equals to banana, and my it equals to iter, and here I'm going to use my string, my str. Okay, then I'm going to print one by one. Here I'm going to use next and my it. Okay, so it is giving you one b, and here if you're going to print again next, then it will give you a. Again if you want to print, so it will give you n from banana. Okay, so you can print multiple time. Okay, again you can print, so it will give you full banana, bna banana. If you want to execute one time, then it will give you error. Okay, because we have only 6 element inside this, bana. Okay, banana. Okay, so here we use next method. It will give you value one by one. Okay, so here you can see I got my b by using next. Again, then you need to use next, then it will give you next character or next element, whatever. Okay, so guys, this is the iterators. These are the iterators. I explain everything. Okay, see you in next video. Bye. हाँ सर, हाँ अक्रम.